Hey, welcome to your carrier update brought to you by PowerFleet. I'm Mike Vincent. He is not. He is Zach Strickland. What's up, my friend?
So
what's going on? Wow, you got lots of pretty colors.
Got a lot of colors.
I love the colors.
I knew it was the day that you were going to interview me, so I had to put up the colors.
Thank you, gracious sir.
To keep your attention. I know badminton doesn't hold your attention, but colors sure do.
Very nice, very nice.
We've got the reefer rejection index for the United States here, the van rejection index in blue, and the flatbed or the Anthony index here.
Yeah, the Anthony Smith index,
in orange. And all of them have kind of pulled into a horizontal tango. They're basically just going.
Takes three to tango these days, right? Okay, right. I got you.
So we're basically flatlining. Reefer actually was taking the biggest dive here over the last couple of months, and now it's
that downward trend, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of leveled out around 33% at this point. Van tender rejection rates and flatbed kind of finding a common ground around 22-23% at this point in time. So not a lot of volatility in the aggregate level. At this point.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how you've kind of got this smoothing of van here, right? Since like March-ish.
Yep.
And then flatbed with the construction rise, and then kind of that big jump there in June, but now kind of flattening out again.
We're flattening out.
So Reefer's still kind of on that thing, but do we have a flattening here at the end of Reefer?
Yeah, a little bit of a flattening right here. So I think the big takeaway here is that all three modes have been kind of in this diverging path, like flatbed, industrial sector, slow early on, really
e-commerce,
van was, it took off and then kind of leveled out. Reefer, same thing, but expanded a lot more rapidly as reefer tends to do. And now they're all kind of converging again, and we're starting to come back into alignment with everybody kind of moves directionally in the same manner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're all three connected. So let's look at the map of the United States capacity
I was hoping you're going to have a map.
Yeah, of course we got to have a map.
Wow.
So the capacity trend scores for van in the United States, we still have some of the, consistent repeat offenders here, Dallas, Atlanta.
So back up a second. Capacity trend scores. What is it? What does the blue mean? What does the light mean?
Dark blue, tightening or tight. Relatively tight. Okay. The white or lighter colors, relatively loose.
Gotcha.
So, and then the taller markets, higher volume markets, the shorter markets, the lower volume.
In this case, market share.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, go. Please, thank you.
Yes, and in terms of, overall tightness, we've still got the repeat offenders here, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Ontario.
Yeah.
A few guys showing up here again, Columbus, and then, of course, Grand Rapids continues to be a sticky point.
What is going on in Grand Rapids?
Grand Rapids and Rock Island, Illinois. So the upper Midwest starting to get in on the game here with a little bit more dark blue than we've seen in the past. The mountain ranges and things out here are, I don't want to call it easing, but they are kind of settling down a little bit more. But I want to focus in on, Houston.
Yeah,
because
let's do that.
You were talking about Houston. It was
we've
white.
Been seeing pinks here and whites.
Yeah,
right?
This was
for
pink and white last week or the week before. Now we're in the blue. And Houston is not necessarily that volatile of a market in general, but this year it has been extremely volatile.
Well, yeah, the maritime industry is really throwing it for a loop there, and then the freeze obviously affected all of Texas, but in particular, diverging, right?
Yes. So this is where things are right now. This has no direction in it. So let's look at the weighted rejection index tree map and show you where the directional changes are. So anything up there is showing tightening, quick tightening, tender rejection, weekly change multiplied by market share. That's the weighted rejection index. And we've got Houston showing up #1 spot, and you've got Detroit, Toledo, Grand Rapids, all up there, right there with it.
So it's pretty significant to show up here.
Yes.
But it's really significant if it's Toledo.
Right.
I mean, we're not talking about a major, this is not our bellwether market.
No.
Right, and neither is Detroit, really.
Exactly. No, Toledo, that whole automotive Rust Belt sector, along with Houston, the two tightest areas in the country right now.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then we've got Atlanta, Georgia, down here at -9.99. So Atlanta, we've been talking about the Southeast so much. And Baltimore, Maryland, Jacksonville, all of these areas have been some of the port-influenced areas, and they're starting to ease a little bit now.
So this is direction.
This is direction.
Huge tightening over here, and such an amount that it can affect the national average. So that's the weighted, right? It's really it can pull the nation. and really, really loosening over there relative to the size over there in Atlanta, Tifton, Georgia, Jacksonville. It's all kind of in that area, the southeast too. Montgomery,
Southeast
Alabama, Miami. Yeah.
Starting to see it come back online, even though it's still relatively tight compared to the rest of the United States.
Yeah, interesting. Very, very good stuff. Thank you so much. We'll dig into this a little bit more later in the show.